Live. All right, cool. What's up, Facebook? What's up, Instagram? This is your girl V. And if you know, my slogan is good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. It's your girl V. Y'all, God is good. We got a new setup on here. I got the V in the back. Oh yeah, we live, yeah, we live. I'm still trying to get my little design in the back together. But we are live on Instagram. We're also live here on Facebook. If you know me, I'm not going to stay before you too long. Today we're going to be talking about the recipe with three recipes for or the I think I should say the three ingredients, not the three recipes. The three ingredients for a self-help bestseller. So I'm going to be teaching you what I implement in order to help my clients to become best sellers with self-help books. Okay. Now, before I get started, let me go through my introduction. Good morning, storytellers. My name is Vion Anderson. If you don't know me, I am Vion bestselling author, ghostwriter, and book publisher that specializes in helping thought leaders to produce revolutionary books. I love creating books. I've been doing this for how many years now? About 7 years. About 7 years now, publishing books, and I love helping people to tell their stories. I have been focusing on storytelling for the past 2 years, and I love helping people get through their stories. Some people have, some things that they've gone through, but what I do know is that although you may have gone through these things in your life, God still wants to turn the pieces of your story into a masterpiece. I believe that when we share our stories, we're able to make an impact in the lives of many. Why? Because our story in book form outlives us. Think about the Bible. The Bible outlived the people that it mentioned, and it has gone on for generations. Now imagine your story reaching the nations, reaching the next generation and beyond, because you decided to tell your testimony in the goodness of God. So that's what I'm all about. I love helping people to turn their stories into valuable lessons and wisdom nuggets for people that are looking for answers. That's what this is all about. So let's also talk about BGBU. So we got BGBU. That is my new ministry social network platform. So it's two things in one. This is my ministry, but it is also my social network platform where women can come together to find community. They can also learn about reaching their entrepreneurial goals. Excuse me, I'm trying to set this up. They can learn about how to reach their entrepreneurial goals and also learn about how to walk into their God-given purpose. Okay, our God-given purpose is to go out into the nations and to preach the gospel, also to finish the work of Jesus Christ. But how can we implement that in your everyday life, with the career that you have, with the people that you know? That's what this is about. It's about finding out how we can make God known in our everyday life. It's all about making God known. And so that doesn't necessarily mean that you got to go out there and just put your hand on somebody's head and just be like, in the name of Jesus, receive. No, we ain't talking about that. No, we want to be impactful. We want to and I'm going to talk about that. This is kind of talking. I'm kind of going a little bit too far, because I'm going to talk about this in today's lesson, and you'll see what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna stop there. But anyways, join BGBU if you want to learn more about Christ and you want to learn more about yourself. I'm really big on identity, knowing who you are. If you deal with low self-esteem, BGBU is going to be great for you, because you're going to learn about who you are in Christ. You're going to learn about your value. You're going to learn about how God sees you. This is really good for people that may have walked away from God and they want to know, like, okay, well, what am I going to do with my life now? Like, how do I get back to God? How do I get back on the right track? That's what BGBU is all about. I want to build you. I want to equip you. I want to encourage you. And I also want to have a community of women that can do the same thing, because it's not just about me. Yes, I'm the moderator. Yes, the Lord appointed me over this. However, I want to create leaders. I want to create powerful women, and I want them to be rooted in God. And I don't want it to be about me. I want God to make you great. Be you, and be great, and be you. So I want everyone to be great in Christ, but I also want them to be great in the identity that God has given them. Okay. So if you want to learn more about that, you can go to BGBU greatbyu.com. And what I'll do is I'll put it on the screen. I totally should have thought about that, but it's okay. We gonna keep it moving anyway. All right, y'all might see something pop up on here. All right, let's do Be Great BU.com. All right, so this is the website right here. Be Great BU. So it's letter B, letter U.com. That is the website right there. For some reason, it's not allowing me to really make this bigger. Yeah, it's not letting me make it bigger. So, anyways, that's the website right there. I'm trying to think what else. Trying to make sure we have everything. Oh wow, they have a follow us button. Oh, that's so cool. I gotta change my colors. Anyways, if you know me, I'm not gonna stay before you too long, y'all. I do want to show out a little bit with what I have on here. If I'm a little extra. I do want to go a little bit crazy on here. Um, I got my whole setup on here, Instagram, on Facebook. I got a setup going on. But oh man, I wish my colors were right. If you know me, I'm a stickler. So I like my stuff looking right. I'm a stickler with stuff like that, like branding and everything. Okay, edit colors. There we go. Yeah, I need my colors right. Can't be doing that. Let me get my branding colors on here. Anyway, today we're going to be talking about the 3 ingredients of a best-selling self-help book. And like I said, if you know me, I'm not going to stay before you too long. Should have got things to do. So we okay. Let's edit the colors. I want my text color to be. I'm gonna do black today. All right, cool. All right, so we got to make a new sticky note. Oh, okay. Well, bless the Lord Almighty. All right. Well, I'm not really sure how to use these new features on here, and I guess they've upgraded it since then. And so I'm gonna put, let me see, begreatbu.com. That's the new website. But also, y'all, this is what y'all got to know. God, it's so funny. Like God doesn't put me in a box. So whenever he tells me to do something, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna, if I don't get to it immediately, I definitely get to it. But so yeah, we got that on the screen, begreatbu.com. I'm gonna get my colors together. I just gotta be a little bit more patient with me as I'm learning this I guess this new feature on the platform. Okay, so let's talk about the 3 ingredients of a bestseller self-help book. Now, sometimes bestsellers happen because because a lot of people are buying it when they have the numbers. It's easy to become a bestseller, right? If you have 100,000 followers, or if you have 10,000 followers, it's easy to become a bestseller. But I want to help those of you that don't have a big following. I want to help those of you that aren't famous, that haven't reached that pinnacle of what is it? I don't want to say who hasn't reached the fame, the influential influencers online. I want to talk to people like you because I believe that even though you may not have a huge following, you could still be a bestseller. You could still make an impact. So we're going to talk about those 3 keys. Now, story time. So I had a client who didn't have a lot of followers at all, but she had a phenomenal message. I also had a client who it was both of their first book. She didn't have a lot of followers either. I don't even think she has 1,000, but she became a bestseller. And so there's a difference. And I'm not talking about New York Times bestseller, because with that you have to have tens of thousands of copies sold, but I'm talking about on Amazon. I believe that Amazon is a great platform that helps people to really get that impact, that influential tag behind their name, bestseller, right? Amazon is a really big key for that. I'm very grateful for Amazon. Because of Amazon, your girl over here got a belt of bestsellers. So and what I want to do is figure out the system to continue for it to remain a bestseller. Like that's the next step of my training that I want to get into, is learning that part. But anyways, you can become a bestseller without all the big numbers. Also, don't worry about this in the back. This was from our Bible study last night, and I'll talk about that part at the top, the course that's coming up after everything is done. So when it comes to bestsellers, so like my few clients that I just talked about, they didn't have big numbers, but they became bestsellers, and I want to talk about how and why you can become a bestseller. So one of the first ingredients to becoming a bestseller is being relevant. Okay, is your book relevant? Is your book title relevant? Is the topic relevant? And when I say relevant, I'm talking about, is it relevant to the times that we're in? Can people feel like, I need this right now? We want something that we need right now, something that's able to give answers, something that, and that's, oh man, that should have been one of the main points of the ingredients of a bestseller, right? Ah, so much I can give y'all. You want something that's relevant, something that people need, a solution. That's the word, but it wasn't an R, so we couldn't use it. So we want something that's able to help people, that's able to equip them with something. When it comes to self-help books, when it comes to self-development books, you want to have something that's relevant to the times, relevant to the person that is reading the book. You want to find an audience that is able to connect with the topic at hand and make sure that it is relevant to their current times or current situation that they're going through. It can even be something relevant in the world that's going on right now, and you found a way to put a spin on it with your self-help information that you have, the wisdom that God is giving you. That's how we make something relevant. You can tie in your story, which would be number 2, making it relatable. People want self-help books that are relatable. Don't tell me that the solution is something that you ain't never been through. Okay, you can't take me where you never been. And why would you try to give me advice? Okay, just a second. Let's talk about this. Don't give me marriage advice and you ain't never been married. Who are you? Or you trying to give me relationship advice on how to stay married and you divorced. Period. One thing about me as a divorced woman, I never tell somebody how to stay married. Never gonna tell you that. Now I can tell you the things that I may have done wrong that can help you so that you can avoid those pitfalls. Like, hey, I went down this path, I was this way. This is not gonna build your marriage. You should change it. You know, maybe that could be one of the recipes to the destruction. You know what I mean? So it's about being relatable. So for me, I'm not going to write a book on how to stay happily married. That's not me. What I can do is write a relatable book on the 5 things I wish I did differently, right? As a married woman. I mean, as a divorced woman, I could do that. You understand what I'm saying? It's about relatability. And women that maybe find themselves wanting to get married, or maybe they're on the brink of wanting to get a divorce, they can pick up that book and identify things that they've done wrong or things that they're experiencing, and they can pick up that book and they can avoid those obstacles, or they can fix those obstacles that they found themselves in, or the circumstances that they found themselves in, and that they can then have the result of having a happy marriage or becoming a better wife. You understand what I'm saying? So the relatability factor would be, I don't want to do this wrong, or I wish I did something different, or these are things I want to avoid. And the what is it? The relevancy is, you want to stay married, you want to get married, you want to avoid the divorce. You understand what I'm saying? That's the relatability factor. Sorry, the relevant factor. And it's also relevant to them because they want it has something to do with marriage, and people are wanting solutions to that. They don't want to continue the generational curses of divorce, and the patterns and the unhappiness. There's so many people acting like they're happy in their marriage and they're really not. Like, they can show it on Instagram that look good, but it ain't really like that behind the scenes. All right, let's go. Lastly, yes, relatable. So another way that you can stay relatable when it comes to storytelling and bestseller formula would be to tell your story. Okay, like I said earlier, don't try to tell me something you ain't never been through. Okay, because if I pick up this book and I see there is no connection, you lied, you're false, you're like your father, the devil. You're a liar, like your father, the devil. Okay, anyway, I'm being silly. No, but on a serious note, if you know me, you know I'm a little goofy. But yeah, so sorry, I was trying to look at my notes and yeah, so making sure we still live. Okay, so you want to tell your story. Something for me that I do in all of my books is by finding a story from my life, and I connect it to the chapter topic or the subtopic of the chapter that I'm speaking on. And so for every chapter I find a story, or I find something relevant in the news or that's going on in pop culture. I find something that's relatable, or I tell my I tell my story, or I find something relevant to the topic of each chapter, so that I can keep my audience engaged and keep them wanting to read. And then it becomes a bestseller because people start telling them, "Hey, this person, the author went through this just like you. You know, you need to read this." And the person might, okay, another thing to be relevant, people love to smile, people love to laugh. Maybe you want to add a little bit of dry humor or some humor up in there, just to keep them wanting to read it. And it's not always just a heavy book, but there's times of lightening up the story. You understand what I'm saying? Or lightening up the book. You don't want to just stay you know, just dry. I mean, some people like that, but that's not my genre. I can give you the deep, but let's lighten it up some. Like, dang, like, can we just take a break? Why you just staying in the deep end? Like, dang, can you imagine somebody okay, this is a really good example. I just thought of it. Can you imagine you at the beach and you just treading water, like you in the deep end? It's just like, all right, I need to go back to the land. Like, my legs getting tired. My legs tired, baby. Let's lighten it up some. I can't keep treading the water. It's the same thing with your book. Like, all right, we can go into the deep end, but let's take a little break. Let's lighten it up some. Then we can swim back out. You understand what I'm saying? All right, cool. Bless the Lord Almighty. All right, lastly, okay. The last thing that is an ingredient for a bestseller would be that it's rich. So we have relevant, relatable, last thing, rich. What do I mean by rich? You want something that provides value to the people that you writing about. I mean, writing to and about, provide the solution for. You want something that's rich, something that they just need, something that they're like, I have to have this book. This is going to answer the problems in my life. And so, a way that you can do that, good morning, sunshine. A way that you can do that is by making sure that your topic is relevant enough to where it's straight to the point. Like, don't have all these different topics that kind of branch out, but have a centered focus of what you're talking about, so that these people see, oh my God, this is what I've been looking for. So, if like for example, let's say that you have a book about overcoming addiction, right? We don't want, okay, that's a very broad topic. There's different types of addiction. So let's say you have an addiction to eating, emotional eating. That right there will be a direct point and a solution versus I'm writing a book about addiction, overcoming addiction. Nobody knows what that means. Good morning. No one knows what that means. That's such well, your addiction might be something else. It might be what is it? Watching TV. No, let's be direct in what we're talking about. 5 steps to overcoming the addiction of emotional eating. That right there is straight to the point, is telling them the solution, and is letting them know that this is going to be valuable for them because they can overcome something. Okay, so we want to make sure that we're giving valuable content, valuable words, valuable solutions. Don't be broad when it comes to what you're talking about. Be direct in your title, be direct in your chapters, so that people can see the true value that you're offering. So those are the three ingredients: being relevant to the point, make sure that it's current with what they need, and also the times that they're in. Make it relatable by telling your story, and then also provide that rich content, that rich solution that they're looking for, and then you'll be able to become a bestseller. Why? Because it's going to become a domino effect. If they needed that book, someone else in their sphere is dealing with the same thing, and they're going to recommend that book. Okay. This is another secret. This is another thing. When you know exactly what you're talking about, you can put your book into Amazon in that category. But you have to be really specific. Okay. When you put it in that specific category, I need you to get really detailed in what your subject is. That is the way that you become a bestseller, by being direct and also having those sales and having those pre-orders in place so that you can have everyone come and I'm trying to figure out how to word this. When you have your topic and you set up your pre-orders and you've owned that topic, that creates the momentum for the bestseller. Okay. You want to make sure that, man, this is a whole nother training. Okay. That's another training. Anyway, that's another training. I got off the tracks. Okay. But those are the three ingredients. Get your topic together. Get your topic together. A reason that people ain't really selling like that is because their book is all over the place. We ain't got time for that. And when your book is all over the place, people get confused. They're not going to recommend it to other people. But if you have something specific, you can find the right topic on Amazon and you can sell it in that topic and win. So, that is the formula for today, the formula for a bestseller. I hope that this blessed y'all. I hope that y'all were able to get some information. If this was helpful to you, put it in the comment section. Make a comment. Show some love. Yeah, we're here to make a difference, y'all. We're here to make a difference, and I just want to make sure that I'm equipping y'all with everything that you need. Excuse me, to become an author, to tell your story, to make an impact in the lives of this generation and beyond. So again, please be sure to register for Be Great Be You. So that's Be Great, letter B, letter U.com. So you can register to be a part of that online community. It is a free community. The courses will be available soon. However, those will be a cost. Okay. But right now, and always Bible studies will be free. Just having that community. I have to get away from Facebook because, excuse me, have to get away from Facebook because if Facebook shuts down, the whole community's gone. So I have my own social network, and I want to be able to connect with y'all there. So I pray that this blessed you, that this was informative, so that you can get your topics together, so you can be more specific in who you're trying to reach. Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you for saying um, excellent. I'm not sure who that is, but hello. It's not showing me who it is, but thank you so much. I appreciate that. I pray that God blesses you. Also, we're gonna have Bible study again next week for Be Great Be You, and I'll be posting that information soon on what day. Just gotta make sure that my schedule is together, and then we can go from there. So y'all be good. And I kept it at 23 minutes. Yes, I told you, if you know me, I'm not gonna say before you too long. All right, cool. So y'all be blessed. Sign up for BGBU. Also, we have a course coming up. I'm going to be teaching y'all how to publish a book, how to write it and publish it onto the Amazon platform, so that you don't have to try to figure it out on your own. I'm gonna actually have a course on it that walks you through it. Okay, because y'all be messing up y'all books trying to figure it out yourselves. Okay, so we got that course coming up. All right, y'all. I'm about to go spend time with Joy.